James Corden has announced that he will be quitting The Late Late Show after extending his contract for the CBS late night series for just one more year, which means that he will most likely be leaving around summer 2023. James will have hosted the show for 8.5 years by the time that he leaves, which is a big accomplishment. In a statement to Deadline, he told them, "It's been a really hard decision to leave because I'm so immensely proud of the show. I'm thrilled to be extending for a year. I always thought I'd do it for 5 years and then leave, and then I stayed on. I've really been thinking about it for a long time, thinking whether there might be one more adventure." Prior to taking over the show, Craig Ferguson had hosted the show for 9 years and then passed it over to James on March 23, 2015. For many, the Gavin and Stacey co-creator was a bit of a surprise choice, but even so, he was still able to reinvigorate the 12:30 a.m. time slot on CBS. Whether you like him or not, he did bring a lot of attention to the show. Corden and his team created several viral segments such as Carpool Karaoke, Drop the Mic, Spill Your Guts, and Crosswalk Musical. I'm a big numbers guy though, because rarely do numbers live. For example, his Carpool Karaoke episode with Adele has been viewed more than 250 million times on YouTube, and his episode with One Direction has garnered around 189 million views as well. The Late Late Show YouTube page alone has had nearly 10 billion views and has more than 27 million subscribers, making it the second highest among the other late night shows. The CBS chiefs, including President and CEO George Cheeks, were all very impressed by Corden and even offered him a variety of deals, which included a 3-year extension, a 2-year extension, and a rolling 1-year deal before he finally made his decision. Corden went on to say, "My bosses here at CBS have been incredibly supportive and extraordinarily patient with me while I made this decision." When talking about his decision to leave the show in 2023, Mr. Cheeks said, "7 years ago, James Corden came to the US and took television by storm with huge creative and comedic swings that resonated in a big way with viewers on air and online. From Crosswalk the Musical to the legendary Carpool Karaoke and every unique comedy segment he introduced, James has truly reimagined many elements of the late night format. He has also been the consummate network showman, entertaining audiences from his nightly perch at Television City, as well as the Tony and Grammy stage. In my 2 years at CBS, I've had the privilege to see James's creative genius up close and experience his valuable partnership with CBS, both as a performer and a producer. We wish he could stay longer, but we are very proud he made CBS his American home and that this partnership will extend one more season on The Late Late Show." Corden deciding to leave the show also marks the second high-profile changeover in late-night television. Conan O'Brien recently left late night behind after a long career, and even Jimmy Kimmel's future with his show is uncertain. The comedian has publicly discussed many times whether or not he wanted to continue hosting his show on ABC. It will be very interesting though to see who CBS decides to replace James Corden with. Over the last few years, there has been speculation about James leaving and returning to the UK. In response to those earlier rumors, James told Deadline at the time, "It's something we think about and we talk about a lot, but we haven't really made a decision on that yet. That's the life side of things which we'll figure out. I love living here. I love everything it's given, my family, and I have never taken this incredible adventure for granted. Every day I drive down Sunset to work, and I just think I'm from High Wycombe." For sure though, there are other things that I'm sure Corden wants to do with his career. He has already used the fame that he has gained from the show to land big roles in films such as Peter Rabbit, Cats, and The Prom, where he received his first Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor, and hosting HBO Max's Friends: The Reunion. He is also a partner in Fullwell 73, the production company responsible for Hulu's The Kardashians and Cinderella, and stars alongside Sally Hawkins in Amazon's upcoming comedy drama series called Mammals. All in all, Corden said that working on The Late Late Show was the most joyous working environment and said of the staff, "Out of respect for all the staff, I want to tell them that now and say that we can really go into this last year with absolute enthusiasm and passion and love. These shows are not built by one person. I'm very fortunate I get to work with some people whose talents and gifts just blow my mind." I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one. Out of respect for all of the staff, I want to tell them that now and say that I can't read it for some reason.